Hi guys, so I'm gonna do a technical analysis on a bunch of names that I was asked to do, and I'm doing it a little bit later because I just saw the message now. And if you want any other tickers you want me to do, I'm happy if you send me a message or leave a comment. So today is the Saturday 14th of December. So the weekly candle has been closed. We're about halfway through the monthly candle. So just looking at that. So what are we looking at? First thing we're going to look at is this SMN on ASX. So that's Structural Monitoring Systems PLC. So some sort of electrical company, seems like. Anyway, what are we looking at? We're looking at the 3-monthly chart here just to see the big picture. It looks like they bought over the ticker. So over here it went to 0. And that's probably when the SMN started and had a massive pump. It got overbought here and then consequent dump after 2016. And let's zoom in here to see more details of what's going on down here. So on the monthly, we're downtrending, right? We're setting lower lows and lower highs. And so far, we don't see any signs on the monthly of us stopping. We do have a bit of a pickup of volume here, but I'm not seeing much. RSI is trying to go up here, and yeah, let's have a look on the weekly. On the weekly here, let's have a look on the weekly. Let's go back on the monthly once again. So you know, you could on the monthly, what we have is this trend line here, which we sort of broke out of. I think maybe on the weekly it will look better if we draw it. Let's have a look on the weekly. So yeah, it looks a little bit better here. We were downtrending, 1 touch, 2 touch, 3 touch, 4 touch, 5 touch. We broke out here, so there is a hope of us going higher, and this was a wedge, falling wedge play, which is usually a reversal pattern, so it played out perfectly. We shot through it on the weekly, and now we have actually set a higher low and a higher high on the weekly. And now we've set a higher low, but we're getting a little bit of a rejection here. And the RSI, what are we seeing on RSI? RSI is not much. It's a little bit like a double top or almost like a triple top with this area here, which is a bit of like a weak hidden bearish divergence, because we're setting a lower high on the price action, but we're setting a sort of a, it is a bit of a high here as well, so it's a bit of a hidden bearish divergence. I think the key here is to hold above the about 47 RSI if the bulls want to stay strong. We had an injection of the volume here, but the bears rejected it with this wick on this week here. So I mean, we have to keep the weekly uptrend. That's the bottom line here. We have to keep 0.87. We have to stay above it for bulls to have control. Otherwise, we're going back into the weekly bear trend. And also, this would be a head and shoulder playing out if we do break this. If we do break this line here. So I mean, it could go something like that. If we do break over here, that's head and shoulders, and that's a reversal pattern. After going up, we will reverse going back down. So just keep in mind of that. So as I said, our RSI needs to stay above, and we have to maintain weekly uptrend. Let's have a look on the daily. It seems like this stock is thinly traded. You got a bunch of gaps here, and if I zoom in quickly on 1 hour, you can see it just doesn't look very nice. It's very choppy because it's very thinly traded. So if you want to do day trading, it's going to be very hard because A little bit of volume moves a lot of the price. So you can see that the average volume per hour is about 30k, and that's on the high side. Usually it's about 8k, so it's about $8,000 per hour volume, which is not much at all. So this one you'll have to do swings and breakout plays are pretty hard because you're gonna have a lot of slippage. What I'm seeing here is that on the daily we got bearish divergence here. So once again we're looking at this could possibly be a head and shoulders pattern, and we already pulled back quite a lot here. So we might bounce back up and then go down. Who knows what's gonna happen, but we do have injection of the bear volume on Thursday here on the 12th of December, so bears do have some strength here. So bottom line is we have to hold this. We have to hold 0.87. Okay, so that's SMN. What else we got? We got TTT. What's that? So TTT is Titomic Limited. Let's have a look on the macro. Alright, so looks like they IPO'd in 2017 on ASX, all-time high, and then basically dump, bounce, and then more dump. So it's not looking too good. It gave back a lot of the bounce and gave back way too much. So let's zoom in here. This is on the monthly now. There's not enough information here, but we set a lower high. Well, we sort of changed the trend, even like a higher low and a higher high, but it was a fake out. And you can see the RSI had a bearish divergence as well. So we dumped. And we dumped hard. We dumped hard from all-time high, 70%, 75% dump already, and we are on the verge of breaking the monthly inside bar bearish. So it's just looking pretty bad here. We couldn't hold this area of action here. We even back tested it and then came back down. Let's have a look on the weekly. On the weekly, we're downtrending as well. Lower low, lower high. Sort of like even a wedge, but we broke down out of it. Lower low, lower high, and now we're still heading down. The one thing is the bearish entries are not good because you got RSI weekly. We got oversold. Let's see if we're going to get a. We could get a lower low, and there is a chance of forming a bullish divergence here, but it's weekly chart, so you could drop a lot still. You could drop all the way 25% to form this bullish divergence. So just gotta be careful. With this one on the weekly, it looks terrible. It's oversold, but it can stay oversold. Here, what do we have? We have a pop here that faked everyone out and then just dumping down. It had the it had a pump here from oversold levels, and now we just fade it down back. We want to get back to oversold here, so you want to get it extreme. You want to get extreme oversold before you buy, but if you do get extreme oversold, you're gonna be coming, testing all-time lows as well. So I don't like this chart. I guess you need at least uptrend to play off. You need a daily uptrend at least, or weekly, of course, is even better. So stay away. Excuse me one sec, I got a phone call. I'm just gonna pause here. Right, so I'm back. I was away for a bit, just on the phone. So what do we have? We have a daily here on TTT. And what we need to do is we need to change the daily trend, right? We need to get high highs and high lows, and there is actually a chance of getting high highs and high lows because we got a little bit, quite a lot oversold here on the RSI. What was it? It was 17. So there is a pretty high chance that we're gonna have a higher low on the RSI here to bounce off. But you know, until we do get a high low and a high, it's I'm bearish on it. So let's TTT. I think I've done everything else. So you know, we're downtrending on the weekly. We're like dumping hard on the monthly, and we're downtrading on the daily. So I mean, you gotta wait until we change the trend. Otherwise, you're trying to catch the bottom, and who knows where the bottom is. You know, it could be here, or it could be down at 50 cents. All right, what else we got? We're gonna look at IPD, and IPD is Impedimed Limited, so some sort of a medical company, I guess. Let's have a look at the 3 months big view here. Big pump, big dump again with a couple of spikes here. RSI is bottoming out. It's hitting like all-time lows support on high volume, so bulls are trying something. On the monthly, so yeah, you can see it's a bit of a bottoming out here. The RSI is like going up, but you know, it could easily be like a bear flag, and then we can just confirm it by going down. So we just need to the bulls need to show up here basically, because there's not much support. There's a support here at 50 cents, and that's it. You know, if we break below 50 cents, then you know, next stop is 0. It's basically how low can you go, you know. So yeah, so the bulls are trying. There is a volume here which is very you know, above average on the monthly, but let's have a look on the weekly a bit more. So you can see we got oversold here. We had a bullish divergence once, twice, 3 times, and now we're trying to go up finally. But you know, it's the volatility is pretty small here. You know, it was dumping a lot and going up a lot, but now it's sideways. So this is the time. Maybe it's getting accumulated, or maybe it's just getting ready to dump some more. So what you need is you know, we're uptrending here on the RSI. There is a formation you can sort of draw like that and like this, sort of. Well, there's a top at least, 1, 2, 3. So we need to break out. If we break out from the weekly RSI, this trend line, it'd be good for the bulls. On the daily, yeah, once again, I can see this is a very thinly traded stock, because you know, it's choppy and like the bars look weird. But you see that we're setting a lower highs on the RSI, but here we got lower high but higher high, so sort of a bearish divergence. And then we got a higher high on the RSI here, sorry, higher low on the RSI here compared to here. Oh yeah, like, you know, I mean, you got the pump here and now you got the dump. So what we need to do is we need to maintain this high low. On the daily, we just you know, bulls hoping to keep the, like, the argument here that is that we're downtrending on the daily. So I mean, we need to maintain this if this is the weekly high low, it has to be maintained. Otherwise we're just gonna downtrend again, and maybe the bear flag will confirm, and then we can go down. So yeah, if we change the weekly trend to the uptrend, if we got the high low, we need a high. Once we get the high on the weekly, then it's got a bit better chance. So it's all about this 0.20, 0.225 resistance, and the support is 155, 0.155 cents. So if we break down, we're in trouble. If we break up, bulls having some nice hope, because it will be the weekly uptrend. So that's the TTT. That's IPD, and now I can have a look at RGI. So that's ROTO International Limited. So maybe that's some sort of a growing company, some sort of a biochemical, biomedical. Ooh, and it looks like we have dumped. There was some sort of hype cycle, and now we are in the all-time lows pretty much. We're testing all-time low, which was in April. Doesn't look amazing, looks scary, right? Look, you got the head and shoulders here confirmed. We dumped, and it's not looking. There's no support after here. So when you have a breakdown to all-time low, you never know where it's gonna stop. Of course, it's already cheap. It's like 13 cents. You can stop at 0, right? You can stop. Okay, next support is 10 cents, right? After that, the RSI doesn't give me any hope. It's sort of going down. It's slowly rolling over, sort of thing. So I'm not a fan of this. And look, it's almost not even traded. It's like a very, very thinly traded stock. So you need some news, basically. That's the way for the stocks to go up. You need some news, some partnership, buyout. Something is needed here. Otherwise, you're in trouble. You can only look at it on the weekly here, and maybe you can draw a little resistance line right here, and that's your descending triangle going on here. So yeah, that's pretty much it. You just need to hold the support, or do like a little fake out and then shut up. But essentially, you need to uptrend. You need an uptrend. You need an uptrend on the weekly. So anyway, I think that's it for this video. It's been how long? It's been 18 minutes and something. So hopefully that helps a little bit. But yeah. All right. Thanks. Bye.